Okay. Dear participants, distinguished guests, educators, sustainability champions, students, and fellow change makers, warm greetings and welcome to this exciting hybrid session of the 2026 Oslo SDG Conference, aligned with the powerful theme Education Unscripted, the quest for truth, collaborative transformation, and solidarity. I am Ratna Lindawati Lubis, Senior Faculty at Faculty of Economics and Business, Telkom University, Supervisor for the talented Master in Management students, participating today and Head of Gemericik Gerakan Masyarakat Cinta Cikapundung. It is my great pleasure to lead and moderate this panel discussion as we explore how student-led innovation can accelerate progress towards the Sustainable Development Goals. On this day, Tuesday, 3rd of February 2026, join us live for an insightful session on YouTube featuring my supervisees from the Master in Management program at the Faculty of Economics and Business, Telkom University. These emerging leaders will share their first-hand experiences, reflection, and outcomes from the InnoVillage progress, a transformative practice-based initiative supported by Telkom Indonesia, Telkom University, and key partners. InnoVillage amplifies community-engaged education where students apply classroom knowledge to real-world challenges, embracing circular economy principle, sociopreneurship, and collaborative impact. Central to today's conversation is the compelling case study of the upcycler Serat Nusa team for West Java, Indonesia. This students-driven project creatively upcycles natural fibers and waste materials into beautiful, functional eco-products such as crocheted bags and baskets, advancing the SDG 12, Responsible Consumption and Production, SDG 4, Quality Education, and SDG 17, Partnership for the Goals, and more. Through their journey, the panel, guided by facilitation, will illustrate how grassroots initiatives rooted in local communities can scale meaningful change, foster solidarity, and demonstrate education as a catalyst for sustainable transformation. This live panel discussion offers a unique opportunity to hear directly from the student, innovators themselves, their challenges, successes, lessons learned, and vision for replicating such model elsewhere. Together, we will explore how university programs like InnoVillage and the Master in Management program at Telkom University, supported by community movements such as Gemericik Gerakan Masyarakat Cinta Cikapundung, are equipping the next generation to drive innovation, build lasting community impact, and contribute to a more inclusive, circular, and sustainable world. I warmly invite you to participate actively, drop your question in the chat Zoom, share insight, and be inspired. Thank you. And now we will hear the Indonesian Raya. Kita berdiri yuk. Yuk. For the opening.
Satukan tekad bersama, padukan langkah, bawa bangsa menuju garis depan. Raih cita, rajut asa, sing-singkan lengan, tingkatkan inovasi, unggulan dan prestasi. Semua demi keluhuran bangsa, masyarakat adil sejahtera. Laksanakan pendidikan dengan semangat pengabdian, ciptakan kehidupan gemilang. Telkom University, kebanggaan Pertiwi, maju dengan karya, berperan bagi bangsa, bagi Indonesia, bagi dunia. Telkom University, sinergi bangun negeri, maju dalam ilmu pengetahuan. Satukan tekad bersama, padukan langkah, bawa bangsa menuju garis depan. Raih cita, rajut asa, sing-singkan lengan, tingkatkan inovasi, unggulan berprestasi. Semua demi keluhuran bangsa, masyarakat adil sejahtera. Laksanakan pendidikan dengan semangat pengabdian, ciptakan kehidupan gemilang. Telkom University, kebanggaan Pertiwi, maju dengan karya, berperan bagi bangsa, bagi Indonesia, bagi dunia.
Thank you. So let's start the discussion, and I would like to explain again that this SDG conference actually organized by Oslo Metropolitan University in Norway. So thank you for Oslo Metropolitan Conference. Now I will have a presentation as part of the continuation of SDG conference since 2023 with University of Bergen, Norway. So let's start the discussion with my presentation. After that, we will have discussion with the students who actually do the InnoVillage project for Upcycler. Please wait. Yes. I'm here to present the story, the journey, the ups and downs of the Gemericik, that is the community development since 2011. So as part of the title of this conference, we collaborate with Serat Nusa, with the students, and the title is Shaping the Future of the SDGs through the InnoVillage project, a case study of the Upcycler Serat Nusa team in West Java, Indonesia. Next, please. So here, the long journey with the SDG conference Bergen since 2023 with the theme A Just Transformation to a Sustainable Future. And the conference is free and digital. This is our documentation on YouTube. Next, please. And continue to 2024. We also collaborate with University of Bergen with the help of School of Economics and Business, also Telkom University, and the theme at 2024 is the role of university in transformative change. You can also search this conference through the website of University of Bergen. Next, please. Continued to last year, 2025, the concept note is Sustainable Health in Turbulent Times. We also have the link to the recording, and the third year of this conference, we collaborate with University of Bergen. Thank you for organizing this conference. And today, next please. In 2026, we participate this SDG conference and organized by Oslo Metropolitan Norway. The conference was opening yesterday, so you can watch also the recording from the website. And this is our conference today. We here as hybrid on Zoom and live on YouTube. Next, please. So I would like to share a story of Gemericik. Gemericik stands for Gerakan Masyarakat Cinta Cikapundung. In short, Gemericik. In Indonesia, Gemericik means the sound of the water that flow. We can hear the sound of the water as part of sometimes our relax and healing, yeah. So this is only a forum for higher education working in Bandung City, West Java, Indonesia since 12th of February 2011. So we are now in 25 years? No, 15 years, yeah. 2026,
15 years.
15 years, yeah. So if it's 15 years, it's something like teenager, ya. Sudah mulai cantik, 15 tahun. So we are committed to the development that protects the environment and achieving healthy environment, as well as improving people's life, especially the inhabitants of the banks of the Cikapundung River here in Bandung City, Indonesia. Next, please. So this is the documentation of the pictures of Sungai Cikapundung. We can see the change since long time ago, yeah. They have a historical story of Cikapundung rivers for the people who live in the river bank, and you can see this is the pictures that I get from the website 2024, but still the same, I think, yeah, very crowded. And also the river needs to be protected, yeah, as long time ago this river is part of the how to say it, the source of food for the people in who live in the Cikapundung River, like fish, something like that. Next, please. The name of Gemericik was inspired by the shooting flow of water, yeah. So if you put word Gemericik and search for the image from the Google, you can see the nature's quiet yet powerful impact, yeah, for the water, yeah. So that's the starting point of the name of Gemericik. Next, please. This is our documentation since 2011 to 2015. I will not explain one by one, but if we count the years, it's now 2011 until 2026. It's been 15 years, but it's not easy to change the behavior of the people, yeah, especially for the environment. So it's ups and downs. Next, please. This is only the documentation, including this one also the planning for the the living neighborhood of the Cikapundung River is all well documented, but it's not easy to implement it. So many complex aspect, yeah. This is also same I put as part of this presentation. So in 2016 we start pay for plastics, yeah, because it's part of the policy of the government. So it's been 10 years, but plastic still a problem until today. So it's not easy to change the people's behavior for the plastic waste. Next, please. In 2017, we formed the Bank Sampah with my friend Ibu Astri Gina. She's here with us. This is her. One of the pictures, 2017, we formed the Bank Sampah. Bank Sampah is waste bank for the people at Ciamplas. We choose the, apa itu namanya, angka cantik. The numbers, yeah. 17 January of 17. Why? I don't know why, but at that time 17 is part of the numbers of the Independence Day of Indonesia, 17th of August. So since then, we continue our effort annually. Next, please. 18 January 18. Why is it January? January for us is the month of looking for the future and reflection from the past. So we choose the January for our starting point to do the movement. It's 2018. Next, please. This is 2019. We tried to put the waste bank to the digital, but then there is a problem because it's not easy. Again, the digitalization for the community to use, not to mention about the connection, the tools, something like that. This is 2017. Next, please. 2020. In January, before the COVID, we successfully make our event. In Indonesia, we say, please change your ways to the snacks of Nusantara. Nusantara is the name of Indonesia, yeah. Nusantara is something like the whole Indonesia. So people bring their waste, plastic waste, and then they can get coupon, and then they can change it to the small snacks as the token for them. Again, the objective is to raise awareness to the community that their household waste can be used as the economic value. But we also need the support from the local government, from the university, from our colleagues, something like that. This is 2020 before the COVID on January. And then COVID happened. Next, please. In 2021, we still continue with our mask. This is our activity. We still continue to collect waste. We collaborate with the local waste bank. So this is the documentation 2021, and we use the tagline with the EcoBrick. So we collect the plastic and put it into the mineral water, waste mineral water. Next, please. And then we create the like this SDG cube, yeah. But then we continue the online discussion in 2021 because we are all at home. It's supported by the SDSN, yeah, so Sustainable Solution Development Network. We have the collaborative room at that time. 2021 is the 10 years of Gemericik. We celebrate 10 years our pathway. Next, please. And 2022, yes, 2021 we use the EcoBrick to make we call it rainbow, apa itu, kursi pelangi, rainbow bench ya. So we create the red one, the yellow one, the green one, and we put it as the tagline 2021 as the eco brick ya. Next please. In 2022, still COVID, so but then we tried to integrate the colorful logos of SDG into our tagline ya. So that's why we put the circle of the circle of the wonderful colors of the SDG, and we also make event with the local government. This is Pak Camat. Thank you Pak Camat Coblong ya. He is very helpful for us to this event. Next please. In 2022 ya, same documentation. Next please. In 2023 we just made our gathering, like a family gathering, and we went to the apa itu namanya, Siliwangi yang di itu Babakan Siliwangi ya. There is a greenery place that asks for sharing our motivation, our spirit. It's part of our continuation of these numbers. So the triggering power for us is the numbers ya, to continue the numbers from 17 to 2023, and then comes 2024. Next please. 2024 we apply for the Transformative Partnership Award based in Germany ya. You can also check from the website this Transformative Partnership Award 2025, and I don't remember Dewo itu top berapa itu ya? Top 19 gitu.
Top 12.
Top 12. So we are part of the top 12 in 2024. This is the appreciation from the organizer. And 2025, next please. We also participate in the Transformative Partnership Award in 2025. We are top
9.
Top 10.
9.
Top 9. But unfortunately, this award stopped because something this and that, so we don't know if it still continue until this year ya. So this is part of our journey. Next please. So this is the we call it pin ya. Until I always bring this as part of the story ya. From 17 to 2024 we also make our event with Village Project. And next please, 2025. I think this is 2024 with the teachers of the PAUD. Itu bahasa Inggrisnya apa ya? Kindergarten. Toddler ya, Bunda Ganesha. It was last year 2024 November.
All I dream of is your eyes, all I long for is your touch, and darling, something tells me you're enough. Say that I'm a fool.
Next please, let's download the documentation from the YouTube. So our theme is from learning to action, give yourself to others. This is also part of our movement. Again, it's not easy because our motivation is to raise awareness for the people, for them to manage their own waste, especially for the plastic. Next please. And last year in 2025 we are part of the discussion of West Java Research Summit, and Gemericik is also one of the best in 25 participants. So this is the I get it from the YouTube from WGRS, West Java Research Summit. This is part of my presentation. Unfortunately, 25 January 25, we don't have event. It's just a pin created by AI. Next, please. So, today, we are here with the students. They choose the name of the team Upcycler to be a continuation from the InnoVillage 2024, yeah, 2 years ago. And our community is housewives, especially for the housewife, yeah. So I'm sorry, this is in Indonesia, but the translation is innovation digital for upcycling for the banana, for the women empowerment. Next, please. So this is Serat Nusa. If you go to the Serat Nusa ID, you can find many products, and then this is the students who will help the development of website, including the story, yeah, like this, yeah, yeah. So there is a story behind this product, and also like this, yeah. This is also the basket, yeah. Next, please. Yeah, we will hear the last year innovative female futures that fail, yeah. We are fail last year, yeah, but then this year we successful to be continue our upcycling project. Maybe we can later on we can hear the YouTube. Next, please. Yeah, and also this year 26 January 26, this is our event webinar collaborate with the University of Tun Hussein Malaysia, including I Am Sustainable. Thank you, Sandy, and also Restore the Legacy with Reni from Amsterdam. Next, please. So this is our documentation during our Zoom. Next, please. Yes. So this is my closing. Just as water's gentle ripples carries life and harmony, we strive to bring positive change and sustainability to our community, echoing nature's quiet yet powerful impact. I think that's it for me. Terima kasih is the word for Indonesia, means thank you. Thank you again for the Oslo Metropolitan University in Norway. Hope to meet you soon in person, hopefully. So then I will continue to the some of the YouTube, yeah, for this event.
Kami adalah IFF, tim yang berfokus pada masa depan inovatif bagi perempuan dari Telkom University. Kami terdiri dari para perempuan kreatif yang berkomitmen untuk membawa perubahan sosial melalui inovasi. Saat ini, banyak perempuan yang masih menghadapi kesulitan dalam akses pekerjaan dan pemanfaatan teknologi. Sementara, limbah terus menjadi ancaman lingkungan. Indonesia merupakan salah satu negara penghasil pisang terbesar di dunia. Oleh karena itu, limbah pelepah pisang menjadi ancaman yang harus dihadapi oleh negara kita. Serat Nusa adalah salah satu bisnis yang meningkatkan potensi perempuan melalui pelatihan dan pemberdayaan dengan pendekatan berkelanjutan. Serat Nusa didirikan oleh Ibu Gita Nurwardani. Mereka Mereka menjadikan limbah pelepah pisang di Kabupaten Tulang Bawang Barat menjadi produk yang memiliki kualitas tinggi, namun dengan modal ekonomis dan dapat menjadi solusi dalam pengurangan jumlah limbah organik, khususnya pelepah pisang. Cilas Craft merupakan studio kerajinan dari limbah yang terletak di Jalan Cihampelas, Kecamatan Coblong, Kota Bandung. Dengan dibantu Pak Tatang, sudah banyak jenis limbah yang dapat dimanfaatkan menjadi kerajinan seperti sampah koran, majalah, dan plastik. Antara Serat Nusa dan Cilas Craft, mereka dihadapkan oleh dua permasalahan yang sama, yaitu kurangnya sumber daya yang berkomitmen dan memiliki keterampilan dalam mengolah limbah tersebut. Selain itu, pengaruh media sosial yang berdampak besar dalam peningkatan bisnis dan minat masyarakat juga masih kurang, sehingga perlunya pengembangan dalam bidang ini. Solusi kami yaitu mengkolaborasikan Serat Nusa dan Cilas Craft agar dapat menciptakan produk berkelanjutan baru berupa aksesoris yang dihasilkan dari pemberdayaan perempuan di Kecamatan Coblong, Kota Bandung dengan teknologi yang mendukung. Selain itu, akan dilakukan pengembangan media sosial agar dapat mengembangkan bisnisnya dan banyak menarik minat masyarakat agar Serat Nusa dan Cilas Craft dapat dikenal oleh masyarakat luas. Dengan program kami, perempuan akan diberdayakan secara ekonomi, meningkatkan keterampilan mereka, serta berkontribusi terhadap lingkungan dan masa depan yang lebih baik.
Inilah masa depan inovatif untuk perempuan. Bersama kami, mari wujudkan perubahan nyata.
Dukung kami di kompetisi ini dan saksikan perjalanan kami menuju pemberdayaan perempuan dan keberlanjutan.
Yes, thank you. So we will continue with the discussion from the students. I would like to introduce here the team of upcycler, the Dewo as the head of the team, and Dania as the member. InnoVillage has 3 students to do this InnoVillage project, and Nadia. I will lead the discussion, but then maybe you need to introduce yourself and then who you are in this Telkom University, and then maybe a little about InnoVillage. Maybe start from Dewo, please.
Okay, so hello everyone, my name is Dewo Suryapautas, but you can call me Dewo. I'm a master degree for management program at Telkom University. So I am the head of the group the upcycler, which we participate in InnoVillage event which held from Telkom Indonesia. So maybe that's it.
Maybe continue. Okay.
Hello everyone, my name is Dania Kamalasari. I'm also a master student in management at Telkom University, and I am part of the InnoVillage program as a member of the upcycler team. I joined InnoVillage to support Serat Nusa also, a project that focuses on upcycling waste into sustainable products with social and environmental impact. I also want to contribute to practical, sustainable solution that create real impact for the community. Well, I think that's it for today.
Thank you. Hello, my name is Nadia Amanda. I'm a master student in Management, School of Economic and Business, Telkom University, Bandung. I have a strong interest in social innovation, sustainability, and community empowerment. I'm joining InnoVillage especially as the upcycler team that focusing on women empowerment to make upcycling product from banana trunk. There is a banana trunk that everyone think that it's trash, but Serat Nusa upcycling it to make a product just like this. This is a bag from Serat Nusa.
discussion, yeah. Can you tell us a little bit about how do you involve in this InnoVillage?
Okay, so how I involved in this InnoVillage? So um, honestly, I'm so curious about the social movement like what Serat Nusa do, and I want to I want to know how the collaboration between academicians and social entrepreneurs and then the community, they collaborate to create something which upcycling from waste, which is more specifically banana trunk waste. I want to know how the process and see how actual the actual conditions. So and then I wanna help to make the Serat Nusa more visible to our potential maybe our potential buyers or something else to buy their product, or just know, oh, this is Serat Nusa which with the value and this and this and this and this. Yeah. Maybe that's it. My background, why how I involve at InnoVillage.
And do you have any presentation that you would like to share with the audience?
Oh, okay. So this is the project context and background. So InnoVillage 2025 encourage student innovation based on sustainability. So the Upcycler project focus on digitalization and strengthening value of banana leaf upcycling products, which from Serat Nusa. And then we found the initial problems is banana leaf waste has not been optimally utilized, and then product marketing is still manual and limited, and then branding and storytelling about the impact are not yet structured. So we have an idea and solution to do some improvement on WordPress-based website, which Serat Nusa has been developed before. Contribute to how to expand the market by digital catalog and social environment impact narrative. Please, next, Mas. So the implementation achievement, first thing first, I start from foundation and planning. We setting up the objectives, initial specification, and user requirements, and then we benchmarking similar websites, and then designing raw content for the Serat Nusa website. Next is initial implementation. And then the initial implementation is we already do some improvement to product page template, and then 12 until 15 product page drafts have been reviewed, and then product data has been entered into the catalog. And then the next implementation achievements is concept validation and reinforcement. Implementation of global sustainability webinar, integration of circular economy insights into project development, which is we already held the webinars at 26 January 2026. Next. So this is the achieving shared values, which the social value, which as such the social value, women artisans gain access to digital promotion platforms, and then the of course economic value, potential for increased sales through wider market reach, and then environmental value, utilization of banana leaf waste into valuable products, and then creative value with enhancing the aesthetic value of local products. Next. So the collaboration is from the internal, which is the upcycler team. So we do some user and market needs research, and then designing the website. Next is content development and storytelling on environmental and economic impact, digital marketing and niche market strategy, and cross-functional collaboration within the team to keep progress on track. And then for the external collaboration, which is Serat Nusa collaborate with the upcycler collaborate with Serat Nusa as an SME partner and product owner, and then women artisan of Kampung Laringo as beneficiaries, and then international webinar speakers. Okay, next. So program sustainability strategy, which is we want to provide the community assets, which is from website as a long-term marketing tool, or for blast some news or updates which they can see on their blog after blasting an email, and then product marketing with opening opportunities for expanding product marketing to international market, and then knowledge transfer, socialization about the importance of circular economy and upcycling, and then external partnership with IM Sustainable Studios by opens the opportunity for call for design. Next. Okay, so this is the digitalization of active website for product promotion, which I am the PIC of website designer, and implement it, and then empowerment, increased involvement of female artisans, innovation, new product based on upcycling banana stems, banana trunks. Sustainability, reducing waste, and then market access, a broader market for artisan. Next, please. Okay, significant impact on beneficiaries. So the artisan no longer rely on offline sales or on offline sales, and then access to a broader market, including niche sustainability products, and then products have positioning as sustainable and ethical craft. And then the village has an identity as a green creative economy community. Next. So the potential for the next project, which is first thing first about the business model, which Serat Nusa is upcycling based social enterprise and digital social enterprise, and then website serve as MVP, and then the value proposition is eco-friendly products and social impact through women's empowerment. So scale up potential model replication to other village, collaboration with CSR and impact investors. Next. Okay, maybe that's it from me. Maybe Dania or Nadia wanna add something?
Yeah. Maybe I would like to share about my experience in through the InnoVillage project, specifically our collaboration with upcycler Serat Nusa. If I may start on a personal note, my journey with Serat Nusa began with something very simple. It is knitting, crocheting. I have always been interested in knitting. For me, it represents passion, creativity, and process. So when I first encountered Serat Nusa, I was immediately drawn to their approach, because they not merely sell handcrafted products, they produce them independently from start to finish. However, as our project progressed, I realized that knitting was only the entry point, not the core value. Through Serat Nusa, I learned that innovation can emerge from waste. Their products are made from banana stem or banana trunk fiber, an agricultural byproduct that is usually thrown away. By applying circular economy principles also, Serat Nusa transforms this waste into a functional, marketable product. Yet the most significant impact is not environmental alone, it also social. Well, Serat Nusa actively empowers women, particularly those with limited access to formal employment. During our field visits and interviews, we met women that from diverse backgrounds. There are also full-time housewives and even former migrant workers who had previously worked in many countries. What they shared with us was consistent. Serat Nusa allows them to generate income without leaving their households. They can manage domestic responsibilities while remaining economically productive. Some of them told us they knit while watching television, watching K-dramas, and also like that. One may seems like simple hobby becomes a source of daily income, dignity, and independence. So this is where I believe Serat Nusa strongly aligns with the Sustainable Development Goals. So from this experience, I learned that sustainability is not only about materials or system. It is about people, access, and opportunity. Serat Nusa also demonstrates that empowerment does not always require a large-scale infrastructure or advanced technology. Sometimes it begins with trust, skills, and a community willing to grow together. For us, the InnoVillage project was not just an academic exercise. It was a real-world learning experience that reshaped how we understand innovation, impact, and partnership. And that is why Serat Nusa is not merely a case study, it is a living example of how local initiatives can contribute meaningful to global goals. Well, I think that's it for me.
You are here for discussion, right?
Yeah.
I would like to ask the one important question. Yeah. Later on, we will talk to Nadia. If you could change one thing about waste management policies in Indonesia to boost upcycling initiative like Serat Nusa, what would it be? Apa yang akan kalian lakukan? I always said in our class, there's a role. It's easy to understand the pentahelix lah ya. A, B, C, G, M gitu ya. A for academic, B for business, C for community, A, B, C, G for government, and M for media. So if you are one of these pentahelix to change the management policies for product like this, who would you be, or what would you like to change? Are you an academician? Are you a businessman? Or are you a government?
So
Just if.
just if, okay. I will be a businessman.
businessman.
Yeah.
Why?
Why? Because previously I have an experience as a barista, which almost every day I see the coffee grounds waste just throw in the trash bin, and then it's like I think this is can be produce
Economic
something.
values.
Yep, economic values. So and then I want to invent something from coffee grounds. Maybe a soap, like a soap or scrub mask or perfume or something else which I can sell it to boost the economic value, and then make some partnership with vendors, and then maybe like that.
So you're choosing to be a businessman.
Yep.
How about Dania? There are five, yeah. Academics, businessman, community, ABC, G, government, and media. Which one do you want to choose as a role to change the policies for the upcycling, especially here in Indonesia, because you see that these women struggling, yeah, to sell their products?
Maybe I would choose community because in Indonesia kita masih banyak masih kekurangan literasi dan pengetahuan.
So knowledge.
Literation, yeah, knowledge about
Knowledge based.
Yeah, about this.
So you choose community as your movement,
Yeah.
after this innovation, maybe hopefully.
Yeah.
How about Nadia?
I choose to be a businessman too because I had experience before I entered the master degree program. I was
Nggak apa-apa, campur sari.
I was working at nickel mining sector. There was slag. Slag is nickel slag, the solid residue left after nickel ore is melted at very high temperature to extract nickel mine. So nickel slag is a residue from the smelter process. I want to make an invention to make that nickel slag as such as that eco bricks. Eco bricks is made from plastic, but slag also can be used to improve the
For paving, yeah?
yes from so there are village that so many home made from that slag, so there is no more waste from nickel mining.
So you want to
industry.
choose to be a businesswoman.
Yes.
Okay, so this is the presentation from Dania, yeah? Do you have a presentation, Nadia?
Or maybe some video.
Some video, okay? Okay, let's start the video. Kang Farhan, ada pertanyaan di Zoom nggak ya? Nggak ada. Okay, let's continue the discussion. Maybe Nadia would like to present some video as part of this discussion.
Start from
170 ya?
Product use 500 that are similar to 875 manage organic waste. So the farmers have to burn their banana trunks, but it is used for the product that are more valuable. We got 100 to 500,000 rupiah in each month for knitting the banana trunks into a product.
100,000.
We also had experience before joining Serat Nusa. They are TKW atau tenaga kerja wanita di in several countries.
Okay, so we still have half an hour, yeah. So I would like to discuss with you all what is the challenge for these women, according to your observation. The challenge. There is Ibu Gita, yeah, as the owner of Serat Nusa, who manage these women, yeah, to make this product, yeah. What is the main challenge to Ibu Gita, to these women, that you can share to our audience so that they will, maybe they can help, maybe they get insight from this story?
Okay, maybe from our observation, I think I will start from Bugita, which she is still struggling in the marketing side. So how to expand their market share, Serat Nusa market share, and then for the woman challenges is about the knowledge about the environment awareness. But I think it's okay because the starting point is from the economic needs. They need to fulfill their economic needs, and then from Bugita can taught them about the environmental impact, why they should aware about these things, etc. Okay, maybe Dania or
Maybe.
Nadia.
Yeah. What do you see from your field observation? What is the challenge to Ibu Gita and to these women so that they can move more growth, yeah, especially for growth?
Maybe I start from the women, the artisans. When I interview them about you can make something bigger than this, what would it be? And then they don't have the vision of like make something new from their knowledge yang di share, yang di taught sama Bugita. Well, I think that's it.
So they don't have any vision, yeah,
Any vision or any
innovation about
for the growth of the future. They just want to
just want to knitting and give it to Bugita.
Yeah, and
yeah,
then
and then get some money.
get
Yeah.
some.
Yep.
Yeah. How about
my point of view, there is a challenge that faces by Ibu Gita as a CEO. She has to introduce the circular economy process to their artisans because they are not well educated to circular economy, so they just want do such thing as knitting the waste. If only they will not make their economic growth. So the first point that they want to do such thing is economic.
Yes, so their motivation is economic value, yeah.
Yep.
So that they have the additional income, yeah. How about I would like to ask also for the future of InnoVillage, yeah, because we are here to give the showcase of the True InnoVillage project, yeah. And our theme is the digital, yeah.
Yep.
So, do you see any a digital challenge to these women?
To these women.
Uh-huh.
The digital challenge may about this maybe the digital challenge. Maybe just for the usage of social media for maybe the usage from the social media, because I didn't dig further about it, so maybe I have some another concern about the digitalization at Desa Narigu. Maybe Dania or Nadia, that you what?
So let's define first about the digitalization, yeah. The digitalization is something like we use the technology to make everything more easier, everything more efficient, something like that, yeah. Did you see any opportunity for the future, yeah, especially this InnoVillage project hopefully will continue in the next year, yeah? What would be your recommendation maybe or insight that you get, so that the question of how do we help you, how can I help you, how can we help you to grow, something like that? What would be the aspect of digitalization so that they will have the opportunity to grow, for especially for Ibu Gita and especially for the artisan, yeah? What do you see as the moving forward for the next InnoVillage project?
Maybe we can help them by making a website for them, such as what we do before, but the website is maintained well until the next InnoVillage, so they can promote their product. So, but they also faces some struggles, such as they don't have any laptop for Zoom meeting. They only use phone, but also there is another challenge. Their internet connection is not connecting well, or they don't have Wi-Fi. So the connection between Ibu Gita and the artisan is not connected well.
Oh yeah, so I can see from your, yeah. We went together, yeah, to this village, yeah. So we spent about 3 hours to this village, yeah, kampung, yeah, Naringgul, yeah. So if we can help them with technology, with the digitalization, as Nadia said, that they don't have any tools, yeah, they don't have any facilities, yeah, something like laptop, something like that, and the internet connection, yeah. What do you think about the how to communicate with them? How do we help how do we help Ibu Gita and these women so that they will easily get the message from Ibu Gita and about the creativity, about something like that. So how do you put it into the website of the Serat Nusa? Do you have any strategy or something like to get the how to say it, the new opportunity from our global see, we are here with the technology, easily to connect to like webinar 26 January last.
Okay. Maybe we in the next project we can make some partnership with internet service provider, with for example Telkom Indonesia or something else, to provide the internet connection for Kampung Narigo, and then we educate. And then maybe we can provide some tools like modem or laptop or something, and then we educate how to use it properly, how to use the internet properly and ethically, and then teach them little by little how to operate the laptop or using some kind of tools like social media tools like Instagram and something else like TikTok or something else. Okay, that and then the second one is we can in the second one is the next project, maybe the next team can make some credits, create some credits for the women which knitting the banana trunks, to make some story behind the product, and then rename it to make the credits, because they are artisan. For me, artisan needs to be credit as well. Maybe that's it for me.
I also have some thought about do you feel that Ibu Gita as a Serat Nusa, when making like this, do you see that she needs help to choose another Ibu Gita, so that Ibu Gita will focus on how to expand this business,
Yep.
and there is another Ibu Gita who stay with the women, so that easily to coordinate the women and the product. Who will be the person who fit to this position? Do you have any idea, so that
To
we
fit
can
this position, I think this generation should be the next Ibu Gita, because waste cannot be deleted or burned. It has to be something more meaningful, so that it is more valuable, and the product also by Ibu Gita can be promoted into international sector, maybe.
Do you have any idea? Maybe Telkom University has 7 faculties,
Yep.
Yes.
including the creative industry.
Yep.
Do you have any idea that there's another Ibu Gita who come from Telkom University that would be person who manage, because we know this is not an easy way because of the 3 hours from Bandung to Kampung Naringgo, so we need some I don't know. Do you have any idea so that Ibu Gita will focus on the strategy to growth and the other Ibu Gita will stay with the women, give the motivation, give the knowledge, something like that. Do you have an idea that maybe we have some recommendation program from you as a upcycler for the next Indo Village? Because we are here as a Faculty of Economics and Business, right? We are not doing crafting like Faculty of Creative Industry. Bener nggak sih? So do you have an idea? We still have 15 minutes to make a discussion so that we have next step to what next after this event, what next after Indo Village, what next after this, after that. Can you share with us so that we will continue the Serat Nusa, especially helping the women to increase their economic needs here? Who will be the key person?
Key person. Key person.
How do you communicate this product? Maybe someone will interested in the to be a Ibu Gita shadow mother. Itu gimana? Coba ada nggak idenya gitu? Jadi nggak cuman habis ini udah gitu ya, apa gitu. Maybe there's someone who would interested to, who will be, because I don't think that management students
maybe I don't know who's the best or the fittest key person for the next Ibu Gita, but for me, I think the most important is the collaborative interfaculty, if it's possible, which means from the management students, design creative students, or communication students too, or maybe from another university, like Universitas Gadjah Mada, from anthropology or sociology, to help the woman empowerment, and then making some new ideas from the creative faculty to create some new design, and then based on trend, and then the management student, how to manage the project well, and stakeholder management, and finally from the communication student, which how the communication student can do more properly digital marketing to create some awareness about Serat Nusa, to create some awareness about the women who contribute for Serat Nusa. I think that's it. Not a key person, but the key is collaborative. I think the collaboration.
Nadia, do you have any idea? Who is the key person who will be the next Ibu Gita or the shadow of Ibu Gita, so that
I don't know for now, but I think maybe a person who is closest to the waste, as Ibu Astri Gina taught us that everything is based on the pain point. Waste is a pain point. Then the next Ibu Gita has to solve the problem. So there is the next Ibu Gita, but to find the right one, it's difficult.
That's why we need to discuss here. We need to solve the problem of the difficult things. So you are as a master program. What do you think as the solution for these women, so that after this SDG conference we can have some takeaway to Ibu Gita, unfortunately, she's not here because she's busy now preparing the exhibition for Inacraft for tomorrow until Sunday. So, what is your recommendation that because I talked to Ibu Gita, yeah, if she got many orders, she also confused how to find the artisan. So help Ibu Gita to find the solution as your part of your digital solution for Ibu Gita. Apa kira-kira? Apakah mau bikin program atau apa gitu? Any idea? So this is not only hit and run, yeah?
Yep.
We hit and then we just run, something like that. We need the something to continue because you also know that during the economic downturn, this is also difficult to sell this product, yes. So maybe you have an idea so that we can continue our effort to next year, maybe with the students, with the master students, something like that. What?
Maybe we can make a competition.
Competition?
Yeah.
Competition is a good kind of competition,
Uh,
so that we can get a new talent, something like that.
Yeah. That's a good idea, I think.
I think that they are who want to join a competition.
Okay.
They have the same spirit as Ibu Gita, so they would meneruskan itu apa ya?
Continue the legacy.
Continue the Serat Nusa.
To get new talent, yeah.
Yep.
But it can be in the different sector, not.
So you mean that we plan to make a competition to get a new talent, not for doing this, but then to be another Ibu Gita, yeah?
Yeah.
So that there is key person to put into Naringgul, yeah? So that the technology will help them to grow, yeah? So like a shadow of Ibu Gita. So do you have an idea how many months to prepare this competition? Because I will follow up with our collaborative partners, yeah, from the webinar last week.
Okay. So
this is only for like internal tell you maybe, or to get a new talent, yeah.
maybe start from the internal tell you.
The internal tell you. We have 7 faculties. Which faculties do you think that the best fit to this competition?
Create what the name is faculty is create fakultas kreatif itu apa ya itu. Maybe we target
FIK, ya?
FIK.
Fakultas Industri Kreatif.
Creative Industry Faculty, yeah.
So we still have 10 minutes. Okay. Any question from the Zoom room, Pak Kang Farhan? Nggak ada ya? Okay. So I have another one question, ya. Let's think about this competition, yeah. Do you think that the this competition is part of the curriculum, or it's just like extra curriculum? Because you know students they don't like do the task without prize, ya. Nggak ada hadiah dia nggak mau, gitu loh. Nggak ada benefit dia juga nggak mau, gitu loh. Terus gimana untuk bisa membuat ini menarik gitu? Gimana, kalian punya ide nggak? Karena maybe I will the one who continue this effort, ya, with Ibu Gita. So give me some idea What kind of competition maybe?
Mm,
Because InnoVillage is also competition, right?
yeah. Mm.
But InnoVillage for the general, for the whole Indonesia, right? And then you focus on the upcycling.
What kind of competition?
Mhm.
What kind of competition? Maybe product design competition.
Product design
Yeah,
competition.
product design competition based on banana trunks.
Uh-huh.
And maybe my raw idea maybe just like that. Maybe Dania or Nadia can add some more idea.
Ada ide?
That's still raw idea from
Karena
me.
kita nggak bisa
Yeah.
abis ini udah aja gitu kan, nggak bisa ya.
Maybe it can be concluded into design thinking. Maybe design thinking. Apa sih?
Tugas.
Mata kuliah.
Apa?
Mata kuliah.
Course.
Yeah, design thinking course. But I don't know the FIK got
Oh.
design thinking too or not. Because in one semester there is 6 months.
Uh-huh.
There are 6 months.
Mhm.
So the product maybe
Yes, so it must be part of
Yeah.
the curriculum, yeah, so that students will have a motivation to do, yeah.
Yeah.
Some projects. And
Okay, so we are now most at the end of the session. Do you have any stories about this product maybe? Apa ini artinya? Atau mau cerita mungkin 5 menit sebelum kita bubar, apa yang kalian buat untuk storytelling dari Bahasa Indonesia juga nggak apa-apa lah sebagai closing. Apa nih yang sudah kalian buat sebagai cerita untuk ibu-ibu yang membuat ini gitu?
Jadinya dia.
maybe first I want to
Apa gitu
tell
cerita? Ini.
this is fruit bowl.
Mhm.
You can put some fruit here. Then you just can put it on the table.
Mhm.
This is cost 285,000
Ini.
rupiah.
Nah, terus apa yang what is your message to the people? Let's say that I would like to buy this product,
Yes.
right? I need some values so that I can understand this is the art product. What do you how do you explain to me that this product has this and that, something like
Okay.
that?
This fruit bowl product is a blend of a natural elegance and soft textures product. This hand-woven fruit bowl set combines banana bark fiber with hand-knitted cotton edges for a refined yet rustic touch. Perfect for holding fruits, dry goods, or simply as a eye-catching table decor.
Is there any story for these triangles? No? Is there a story? Because some people love stories, right?
Yeah.
Right? They love stories. What does it mean? Something like that. Why is it triangles? Why is it like this? Any?
Triangles because it's aesthetic.
Oh.
Also, this product use 15 banana trunks. Equivalent
Okay,
to
so that you can
300
put the story as the process, yeah,
Yeah.
for the labeling, yeah.
Yeah.
So they will know that the this product is made from what, the process, something like, yeah, so that the customer will understand the upcycling, yeah, the meaning of upcycling.
how many ways or banana trunks
The process of upcycling. So how many products that's already finished to the story?
There are 15.
Yeah.
50.
50.
About 50.
You are now
50
doing
products.
this as part of your InnoVillage,
Yeah.
yeah, so that you can put it into the
Yeah,
any presentation for story of the product? Not yet. Still on progress.
Still on progress and still still on progress and and getting some feedback from Bu Gita as a product owner.
So this is still on progress, yeah. So
Yep.
that we need the approval from Ibu Gita, yeah.
Yep.
So I think we have 4 minutes to go. I would like to say thank you to Ibu Gita for borrowing her product for us here, yeah. Basket, bag, something like that. And then any closing comments for you to Master Program, to Innovillage, to whoever watched this video? Just one word as key takeaway or one word as a conclusion. What is your message to those who watch this?
Okay,
Just one word.
just one word. One word.
Just one word. The power of one word. What?
Innovate.
Innovate or die.
Innovate or die. Yeah. Innovate or die.
Nadia?
For me is impact.
Impact. Or not exist.
Yeah.
Exist.
For me, it's upcycling.
Upcycling.
So
Or
there is no more waste.
so that there is no more. Okay, thank you. So we just have 2 minutes. I would like to invite Ibu Astri Kina come here with us. Yes, we'd like to have the documentation because Ibu Astri is also our hero during this long journey. Ya. Yuk kita foto yuk. Come on, we have 2 minutes to go. And then I would like also to thank you Pak Asep, Kang Farhan, Mas Kevin, dan semua yang telah membantu kita di sini. Okay? So we need to close because we have 2 minutes to go. Any comment? Ibu kita pegang-pegang yuk. Kita pegang-pegang yuk. Yeay. Yeay, kita pegang-pegang. Ada yang bisa dipegang? Oh, ini jangan sampai ketutupan. Nah, yang besar. Ya. Ya, 1 menit lagi. Oke. Ada pesannya mungkin? Apa? Innovate, kemudian tadi apa?
Impact.
Innovate, impact, and
Upcycling.
okay. Innovate, impact, and upcycling. Okay, thank you for watching this event with us, and hopefully to see you in the next year, 2027. Bye. Terima kasih buat kita semuanya. Terima kasih, terima kasih, terima kasih. Terima kasih. Ini lihat. Harganya berapa nih? 400, 500.
Ya pasti karena susah.
Iya, susah, tapi untuk meyakinkan 400 itu kan Oke, terima kasih semuanya. Dah. Pas 17.00.
Mungkin yang beli boleh. Yang suka banget. Mungkin karena itu juga buat orang Indonesia.
Tapi bisa dibalikin, nanti dibalikin lagi.
Iya makanya ada garansi.